but I can tell you other things. I enjoy Ulysses the most when I'm reading it while walking in the galis and koochas of old Delhi. The people and the streets in the novel's Dublin are the very streets and people of our Purani Delhi. I can give you precise examples actually, but I already did that in my previous year's Bloomsday speech, so please refer to the internet. Actually, one of the heroes of the novel is the novel's language. It is so free, so fast-flowing, so full of turns and corners, and crammed with so many strange words and references. Reading it is really like walking through, let's say, Gali Churi Varan. You come face to face with a dazzling variety of sights and sounds, nazare and bolchal, men and women, and goats and cats and rats and mouses. It's exactly like that reading Ulysses. And besides, Joyce's style is like our India. Boisterous, many-voiced, very wild, going everywhere, and yet it has something unifying, just like our India. Indeed, with all due respect to our good friends from Ireland, I truly feel that Joyce's soul is very desi. He is a Bharatiya to the bone. You really have to read it in case if you haven't, and you will really figure it out that he's our guy, the way he has written about this city, about this world. I first read the novel only 2 years ago. I started it one cold evening in January while walking on the Lodi Road pavement after buying the copy from car market. 3 months later, I finished it while sitting inside the Jackson second-hand bookstore in Paharganj. In between, I carried the novel wherever I would go in Delhi. I read bits of the book in Jama Masjid ki Siriya, in the balcony of Haji Hotel, which faces the Jama Masjid, on a bench in Lodi Garden, amid the graves of Delhi Gate Krabistan, and when, in case if you haven't read the novel, and when you read the novel, there's a chapter in a graveyard. And believe me, it's exactly like Delhi Gate Krabistan. And I've read it in Sundar Nursery too, of course. I also skidded through Ulysses in the chai khanas of the walled city. Salim tea stall, Khalil Bai's tea stall, Bablu's tea stall, Kale tea stall, Irfan's tea stall, Babban's tea stall, Ashok's tea stall, Rani's tea stall. I mean, I'm taking all these names because they are my favorite hangouts, but I'm also taking these names because they're important. And this I learned from Joyce's novel. It's also a book of list. He's like really recorded everything about Dublin of that time, In fact, in the novel, Joyce writes that a good puzzle would be to cross Dublin without passing a pub. We, the Joyce Wale of Delhi, will instantly say yes to that. For an equally good puzzle would be to cross Delhi without passing a chai stall. And here, friends, come the truest bit of what I want to share with you about Ulysses. It is a beloved passage from the novel, and it is as romantic as the Shah Rukh Khan's movie Dil To Pagal Hai. I start, please listen to me, it's really like Dil To Pagal Hai. Love loves to love love. Nurse loves the new chemist. Constable 14A loves Mary Kelly. Gertie McDowell loves the boy that has the bicycle. MP loves a fair gentleman. Lee Chi Han lavi ab kisi cha poocha. Jumbo the elephant loves Alice the elephant. Old Mr. Vasukal with the ear trumpet loves old Mrs. Vasukal with the turned-in eye. The man in the brown Macintosh loves a lady who is dead. His Majesty the King loves Her Majesty the Queen. Mrs. Norman W. Tupper loves Officer Taylor. You love a certain person. Amitabh Bachchan loves Rekha. And this person loves that other person because everybody loves somebody, but God loves everybody. Thank you. Thank you all for coming. And now I will like to invite the very eminent Professor Sharma to speak.
Thank you. I have heard men speak for the second or third time, but I have never shared with him the fact that I have lived in Delhi for 75 years, and he's much younger. But I have seen Delhi, trams in Delhi, closing of the trams, then coming up of the metro in the city again, Jama Masjid changing its the shops around it many times. And places like, I would just say these things for a few minutes. There is a Pata Park in Daryaganj, which used to be open to women only. And as young girls, we used to go to Pata Park and have golgappas and chaat and all these things. Last time I went there, it was about 10 years ago, and a few men were sitting there. And Parda Bagh is no longer Parda Bagh. Many changes have occurred in Delhi during the past few years, and also the taste of Delhi follows has changed. The style of speaking has changed, the manner has changed, men dress up in a different way, women dress up in a different way, and I think all changes are good. So, I'm in best of wishes to the young journalists and many more colleagues for review of you, sir. Now coming to what I want to say about Dublin is, I've been to Dublin many times, and you see there is a kind of affinity that I have with them. But I think my affinity with Dublin is stronger in the sense that I go and see there the house of Bernard Shaw. By the way, I have been running a society called Shaw's Corner for the past 40 years. I read him first 65 years ago when some of his plays were prescribed for us. Started reading Shaw, went on to Yates, went on to Sean O'Casey, went on to James Joyce, went on to James Singh, and went on to this writer and that writer and Bugatti and Shiva Saini, and started organizing seminars and having plays, totally Irish plays. So I have had quite a few of them, like the Well of the Sage by James Singh, In the Shadow of the Glen, and the actor Karan who is going to act for us today, he acted the main role in that play too. So Shaw's of Liberty, BC, many other plays. And then In the Shadow of the Glen, by Shiva Saini, this, I forgot the name of that teacher, I just went it. So it has been going on, and like the young character, the artist, I started my first visit of Dublin by visiting the same place from where our young artist friend would start today, Sandy Mount Strand. I took a train, went there, and started walking towards Dublin, and then comes this memorial to James Joyce, which is a sandy beach again, and to sit there. And some of the places in the book are very familiar to me because